Hi guys, I'm the Keg Man. Welcome back to Keg Man Plays and Liverpool Rising in our Football Manager 19 beta save. So, I went a little bit far without doing a recording. So I can only apologise. I kind of got into the save a little bit. I think in the last episode we had a 0-0 against Man City. It was then a 1-1 draw against Southampton. Bournemouth 1-0. Then took on Nottingham Forest and played a sort of slightly weakened Juanma, Pedro Chirivella, Curtis Jones team for the FA Cup third round. Beat Arsenal 3-1 at the Emirates in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, or the League Cup if you want to call it that, or the Milk Cup, or the Coca-Cola Cup, whatever you want to call it really. Good game there. Had Brighton, beat them 1-0, followed up with Tottenham, that was a 1-0 victory. And then we beat Arsenal 3-1 at home in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final for a total of 6-2 on aggregate. Today we are going to take on Southampton in the FA Cup fourth round. And I think in the next episode, we'll only go forward one game, but we'll take on Manchester United in the Premier League. If we go and have a look at the Premier League now, you can see that we are third. 15 games to go. We're only 4 points behind Manchester United. So quite an important game, which is the reason I want to record it. A win there would bring us within 1 point of them, depending on how Chelsea do. And they are away to Southampton. Southampton are kind of mid-table, so hopefully Southampton will do us a solid. We may be able to leapfrog them. Actually, no, we won't leapfrog them. We'll be on the same points, and then goal difference will separate us. But yeah, it's one of those things. It has been the January transfer window, so we have made a few transfers. I'm trying to get rid of a couple other players as well. Alberto Moreno went to Wolves for £11 million, and Joel Matip went to Huaxia Xingfu, not a clue how to pronounce that name, for £23.5 million. Currently I'm trying to get rid of Simon Mignolet, so I've made a signing in that regard. Our director of football signed this young fella, Tobias Damtoft, I think for 100,000 it was. Only a 3-star potential. He's not going to do us any favours. Not a bad looking player. I signed Marlos Moreno from Man City on loan. Having a bit of an injury crisis, so I figured someone in the who can play these three very key positions and sort of this position would be decent as a potential backup. Then Thomas Kubek from Rennes for 6.5 million. Overpaid for him a little bit. He's not as good as Mignolet, but hopefully if we can sell Mignolet on, we've then got a little bit more money to play with in the last few days of the transfer window. Felix Goetze, brought him in for 9.5 million. Centre-back, he is going to be a replacement for Dejan Lovren, who Barcelona and Arsenal and PSG are sniffing around. He doesn't really play that often, so I figured we'd get rid of him, get some money in, and we'll strengthen the team elsewhere, and we'll have another centre-back as a backup. And then this one, I'm very happy with this one. Quite a lot of money, 17.75 million. Lucas Paqueta, 21-year-old Brazilian. Decent potential. Yeah, and I think he was a nice little signing. Again, he can play in the midfield. He can play in attacking midfield. Two positions that we currently use. Sort of play striker, sort of play out on the wing. He's going to do us a good job. He is going to do us a very good job. With regards to current injuries, look at this bullshit. So Thomas Kubek, we signed him and he's got a bruised thigh. Chances on he won't get on the pitch anyway, so it's not an issue. Daniel Sturridge has got a broken ankle, so he's going to be out for the next 2 months, so he won't be back until the end of March. Roberto Firmino, he's going to be out between 11 days and 3 weeks. So yeah, he's sort of start of February, hopefully. But I don't think it will be. I think it'll be a bit longer than that. VVD, he's going to be out for 2 months as well, 4 to 8 weeks. End of next month, he'll be back. James Milner, with a hip injury, he should be back in the next couple of days. But yeah, there's a lot of injuries going on in the team currently. So, looking at the tactic, well, nothing's changed here. We switched down to a positive for the previous game. It is Southampton. I think we can get a way of going attacking. Lucas Paqueta is going to get a start. He only signed for us yesterday, but he's going to get a start. Do we want to start him, actually? No, we'll switch him. We'll put him on the bench. We'll bring him on. But we're going to bring Lallana in. Lallana's on 96%, so that's fine. I'm just really, really desperate not to get any injuries, especially as, at the minute, the only out-and-out striker we have is Solanke. So, obviously, Salah can play there. but it's not his ideal position. So yeah, anyway, let's crack on. Let's get this Southampton game out of the way. Let's give a number to Lucas Paqueta, which is fine by me. Not registered yet for the Premiership, but he will be. Oh, he will be, and he should be good for the Champions League too. I think you get a chance to register players in that anyway. I expect you to keep our run going and win this match. Only Alisson seemed interested in the situation there. I think there's a lot more to come from you, and I completely believe we got what it takes. Beautiful stuff. So we are in a final of one cup so far. I haven't actually seen who we've got in the final of the Carabao / League Cup / Coca-Cola Cup / Milk Cup. But we'll have a look at some point. But it could be, a bit of silverware this season for Liverpool, which would be quite nice. I know a lot of people call it the Mickey Mouse Cup, but it's never been sponsored by Disney. But I don't think it's that bad a cup. At the end of the day, in all honesty, I think it should be a bigger deal than the FA Cup. And a lot of people may look at me and go, why? Well, because all of the teams that are entered are actually professional teams in the proper league, as opposed to the FA Cup, where any fucker can enter. So technically it should be... I mean, it's not a bigger club with regards to the amount of teams involved, but the quality of the football and the quality of the teams should be higher. So, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it in the wrong way. I just think it should be the bigger cup. Although personally, I think they should get rid of one or the other. And again, someone may look at me and go, you what? I just don't see the point in having both cups. What's the point in having two domestic trophies like that? I mean, I'm talking about the League Cup being a bigger thing than the FA Cup, but get rid of the League Cup. If no one cares about it, get rid of it. You'll give the players a bit more chance to rest up during the season, a few more breaks, less injuries, and do you really need two domestic cups at that level? I don't think there's anywhere else in the world that has it. I can't think of one anyway. I can't think. A lot of countries have a cup. They don't have two. I just think they should get rid of one or the other. But, what do I know? I'm more into rugby than I am football. I just love this game. So, in a minute, we're not doing too great. We are on the back foot. We've not had a shot yet. Klein. That's our first shot of the game. I'm going to switch it to a very attacking play, I think. Shaqiri with the corner. Wijnaldum picks up on the edge of the area. Back to Shaqiri. Hurt tackles him. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. So we're going to try and get... Oh, hello. We've got another free kick here on the edge of the area. Kier goes up for it. Vestergaard cleared it. Robertson picks it up near the halfway line. He's not... he's taking his time about things here. Plays a long ball back to Alisson. What the fucking point in that, mate? What is the point? Simon Kier. Robertson. Looking to beat his man. Finds Shaqiri up on the wing. Shaqiri gets a cross in. It's weak. Solanke plays back to Lallana. And he buries it. Lovely. We're going to go ahead and praise that. Right, let's go ahead and skip that. So, Lallana plays it back to Camacho. Wijnaldum. Out wide to Klein. Klein finds Wijnaldum again. It's Camacho. Back to Wijnaldum. Robertson now on the wing here. He's looking to get a cross in. Gets one over. Shaqiri plays it to Salah. Salah shoots. Off the fucking post. Switching to very attacking was a good idea in my opinion. It looks like it's jigged the team up a little bit. We're up to 3 shots, which is comparative to theirs. Got more possession. Obviously we've got the goal. Elianusi gets tackled by Camacho. Not the best signing ever, Camacho. But, hello. What the fuck was that, Robertson? He's not the best signing ever, Camacho, but he's been alright for us. When he's come on, he's not let me down. Gabbiadini, you fucking bastard. Alright, let's go ahead and skip. Alright, I'm just trying to get creative out there. Who's not playing particularly well? I mean, the team as a whole are quite average at the moment. Do I care about the FA Cup? Do I care about winning every trophy this season? I mean, I kind of do. It'd be nice to have a really, really strong beta save going in. You know, if we could win all of the competitions we're entered into, that would be rather nice. But we'll see how it goes. Long. Good tackle. Allison. Fucking hell, boys. It's not good for us. We're going to have a severe word with the boys at half-time. So I think he's on a 6.7. I was expecting him to fall away, but he's not. I'm wondering if it's Hover at the back. I started Hover, even though he is utterly terrible, because I wanted to rest some of our other players. But I'm kind of regretting it. And now my daughter's woken up, even though she should be very, very much asleep. She's been a pain in the ass recently for sleeping. Just flat out refusing. And I've tried everything to get her to sleep. And she needs to sleep. She's rubbing her fucking eyes. Right. Come up into the second half. Getting to half time now. I'm going to have a quick word with the lads. An aggressive. Where is your passion? And a passionate. I'm looking for you to make a difference. Let's get that second half underway. Can't get a shout in just yet. So yeah, that Hover, I think he may be coming off. I should have probably done it at half time. Who do we have on the bench? Gomez can step up into that position, as can Tierney actually. He can play central defender. I think at a push we could probably move Camacho back if we wanted to. Alright, let's go ahead and get them to show some passion. In a minute anyway. Elianusi. Cedric. Romeu. Camacho steals it. It doesn't find Salah. Only goes as far as Redmond. And Southampton on a break here. Redmond again. Finds Bertrand. Klein backtracking. Doesn't quite get to it. Gabbiadini sticks it in. Alright. What can we do here? Kiana Herver. Don't really want to bring Joe Gomez on at 89%, but I'm going to have to. Salah's going to come off for Sadio Mane. We'll switch him and Shaqiri around. Because Salah's only got a 6.2, so he's not playing particularly well. Bertrand with the throw. Gabbiadini, the goal scorer. Gabbiadini again. About to get his hat-trick? No. No, he scoops it wide. Is he on 2, is he? Yeah, he's on 2. Right, let's try this again. I don't think we're going to get anywhere today. I think this is a loss. I think this is a great big fat L. Kier clears it. Hoot knocks it back. Robertson. Camacho. Lallana. Back heel to Wijnaldum. To Camacho again. Sends it out right to Klein to bring him into play. Klein finds Shaqiri. Shaqiri. Wijnaldum. Shaqiri. Shaqiri's looking to break down the middle. It's a good little run. He has a go. It's not a bad effort. It's not perfect. It's not a bad effort. Elianusi finds Romeu. Lamina. Plays it outright. Only finds Shaqiri though. He nicks it. Plays it to Solanke. Dominic. What you doing, mate? What are you doing? What was that? Alright. Let's get creative. Let's switch from very attacking to positive. I'm wondering if they just keep catching us on the break, and that is the issue. We're just trying too hard. Let's go make substitution. Robertson's not playing overly well. I wanted to bring Paqueta on, didn't I? But Lallana's playing pretty well, whereas Robertson's not. Let's get Tierney on. Might seem like a batshit crazy idea. Let's try some more direct passing. We'll man mark Gabbiadini. See if that can help us out. I think it's all too late. I think it was a foregone conclusion at the start of the game. Lallana, Wijnaldum, and I'm not concentrating because that daughter of mine's crying. And she shouldn't be. Tierney. Klein. Crosses it. Finds Wijnaldum. Sure, I'm just going to let her cry it out for a little bit. I'm going to have to let her cry it out for a little bit. I'm going to go up there and give her a bottle and a dummy, and if she doesn't go to sleep, she's just going to wind me the hell up. Yeah. Alright. Gomez, calm it down. Gomez finds Lallana to Wijnaldum. Back to Lallana, Camacho to Wijnaldum. Solanke gets dispossessed. Mane turns, he shoots. Sticks it right at the post. There is one upshot to this though, if we go out. And that is, of course, we might actually get some rest between games. My main concern is the Premier League. Followed by the Champions League. And then the domestic cups. Not overly concerned about. Obviously, the final of the League Cup is there. We'll have it. But as it currently stands, any chance of less games would be rather useful, especially in the FA Cup. I know it's only like 4 or 5 games to the final at this point. Or is it 4? FA Cup 5th round, quarter-final, semi-final, final, if I remember rightly. So yeah, 5 games, but that's 5 breaks we could use. That's 5 games where our rivals in the league may get injuries that will come unstuck. That is my thought process about this now. So I'm seeing this loss as a positive. As annoying as it is, I am seeing it as a positive. Romeu, Elianusi. Yeah, clears it. Solanke off his back. Off his back. Wijnaldum, Solanke. Shaqiri. Would have liked it to have been a goal just so it didn't look so bad. Yeah. I say, we've just got to see the positives of this. That's what we've got to look at. The positives are no more FA Cup, a few more breaks in the season, concentrate on the league. But the big game is the next one against Manchester United. A loss against Manchester United could be the difference between winning the league and not winning the league. We're going to tell them it was shit. And we're going to come out of that. It was a disappointing collapse. We're going to send the assistant. Just a quick look at the dynamics. Everything's doing fine up here. That's good. But yeah, anyway, guys, we're going to end the episode there. I was going to talk about a couple of things. But I say, little Miss Troublebum. She's decided that she's not going to sleep, even though she desperately needs to. So who do we have in the Carabao Cup final? Fulham. That should be a win. Anyway, guys, I am the Keg Man. Thank you very much for joining me. And I will see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.